See that? Very official. Self-authenticated. Is that? I'm not sure.
Ready? Court does call the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lovely.
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon, Jonathan Emmons on behalf of the people.
And Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Lovely, who stands to my right in court.
Okay, thank you. We're ready to proceed to exam.
Defense is ready.
Yeah, people are ready to proceed in this matter. My understanding is that there's also some kind of a violation hearing. Did you want to do the exam and then kind of do everything all at once, or?
Head over to Attorney One's courtroom, but don't expect an ordinary custody dispute. This case is quickly unfolding into what could be a parental abduction situation disguised as a family law matter, and it's on the verge of getting very messy. Engagement prompt. Have you ever witnessed a custody fight spiral into a criminal case? Share your experiences in the comments below.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's
Not that there's anybody else left. I'm going to call my first witness. It's going to be Corey Johnson, but I have the officer in charge, Dusty Patel, also here with us today.
Sir, please come forward. Be sworn.
I swear our firm testimony about to give, the truth, the truth, and the truth. Thanks, sweet. You start representing the record.
George, I think. Got it. All right, go. You may inquire.
Yeah, thank you. And good morning, Mr. John, or good afternoon, Mr. Johnson. Thank you for being here today. Just to kind of get right into it. With the court's permission, there's a child involved here. I'm just gonna refer to it as the child, so I'm not putting his name.
That is fine.
And likewise, if defense could. Okay, and just identify her. Okay, and is that somebody who you see here in the courtroom today? And how do you know Miss Lovely?
She's white.
Okay, and you guys are obviously divorced then?
Yeah.
When was that divorce, when did that become effective?
2019.
Okay, and as such,
A clean 50-50th split might look fair on paper, but once trust starts to crumble, even the most balanced custody arrangement can turn into a battleground, especially if one parent decides to ignore the rules. Do you think a 50-50th custody plan can truly work in the long run? Drop your thoughts with an A or B below.
that divorce proceeding, was there a custody arrangement that was entered into regarding your child in September of 2022?
Yes.
Can you briefly tell us what the terms of that arrangement were?
Yes, we each had 50-50 custody, joint custody, and
Okay.
then we did our exchanges on Fridays.
Okay, and so is that one parent would drop them off at school, the other parent would then pick them up?
Yes, we complete.
So I want to fast forward to Thursday of, February of 2023. Did anything change regarding that arrangement, that custody arrangement?
Yes, that the first week of February, I would have had custody of my son, and I was contacted by investigating me, claims that she had made against me. They turned out to be false. So, I believe it was like the 6th, they contacted me and they said, we're going to go back to normal custody. We advised her to continue like you should be, dropping him off at school, and I would pick him up, et cetera. And that never happened.
Okay.
He was never returned.
So February 6th of 2023, I believe that was a Monday. On what day? That Friday, so roughly the 3rd. I looked at a calendar earlier.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I just want to make sure. On the 3rd would have been your pickup, the beginning of your custody.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then that should have terminated with you dropping the child off on the 10th.
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Whatever the Fridays were. Got it.
All right. And so then now turning to the 6th of February, CPS gives you the okay to resume your pickup. Do you have any interaction with the defendant regarding the child exchange on the 6th?
Yeah, she contacted me on our family wizard.
Okay.
Told me
She flat out said she wasn't bringing the child back, just like that. In a custody dispute, that's more than simple defiance. It can cross into potential parental kidnapping. The entire courtroom just shifted direction. Legal insight. When a parent keeps a child beyond their legal custody rights, they risk facing felony charges in addition to contempt of court.
was not returning.
Okay. Had you been observing her social media feeds?
Yes.
Okay. And did you have any concerns about what the defendant was going to do with herself and the child?
Objection, Your Honor, as to the relevance of what's on her, allegedly on her social media feed. Certainly, with regard to what he may have speculated, he was worried about her doing.
Well, but that goes to his state of mind as to everything. I'll overrule the objection.
But the judge overrules. Why? Because in today's courtroom, your social media posts are evident, especially when they hint at a flight risk with a minor audience prompt. Should social media posts be used in custody hearings? React with or
I'll hear it.
Go ahead. Yeah, so had you been kind of monitoring her social media?
Yes. Concerned that she was going to take out of state.
Okay. With a specific destination?
New York, that's all I knew.
Okay. And so did you share those concerns that you had with the defendant at all?
We were required to provide an itinerary to front of court, and that never happened.
Okay.
I verified that with Sarah Mazer, that they hadn't received an itinerary, and that what she provided wasn't appropriate.
Okay. So on the 6th, obviously the child does not return to your care.
Right.
Okay. What happens then on the 7th?
I contacted and law enforcement in reference to the issue. A order was filled out and sent to the judge by a friend of court to pick my son up and return it to me. That was signed by Judge O'Brien.
Okay. Did you anticipate that you were going to be able to pick up your child from school that day?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you reach out to the school at all?
I did, and they told me that he hadn't been brought that day.
Okay.
I think he said it was like mental health or something like that.
Okay. All right. The order, when you contacted friend of the court, were you able to receive a copy of the order from friend of the court?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to approach with what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit number 1. If I may, Your Honor.
Yes, you may.
All right, Mr. Johnson, that exhibit that I've handed you, you've had an opportunity to review that before testifying today?
Yes.
And is that something that you're familiar with?
Yes, this is the order that they sent to the judge. That she
Okay.
signed to pick up.
Okay. And is that a fair and accurate copy of the order that was submitted and signed by Judge O'Brien at the 22nd Circuit Court?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
And that's the order. What was that order informing what was supposed to happen with the child?
I believe, let me read it just it says that she's supposed to return to me immediately and not leave the state of Michigan.
Okay. Your Honor, unless there's any objection or voir dire on the issue, I'm going to move to admit people's proposed exhibit number 1.
No objection for purposes of exam.
Exhibit 1 is admitted.
Did the court want to review that?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Standard order. Okay. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. So now turning your attention then, so that February 7th, that order gets signed. You said that you contacted police. What agency did you contact?
I contacted Northfield Township, and I believe it was a detective that called me back. He called me back.
Okay.
I sent him that document that I had by email, and then he basically said because of the multi-jurisdictional thing that he was going to forward it to the state police.
Okay. Heitzel.
I did.
It rolls off the tongue. Heitzel. Okay. All right. And where did you speak to him at? Where did he come to your house?
No.
Okay. You spoke.
You're looking at a multi-jurisdictional mess in the making. Local police are stepping aside for state law enforcement, which means this has moved beyond a simple family dispute. It's crossing county lines and possibly even state borders. Legal breakdown. Custody disputes can escalate quickly when a parent violates interstate laws, and that's when federal statutes like the Uniform Child Custody Jurisdiction Act come into play.
Him over the phone? Did he, well, you kind of explained the situation to him as best you could? Okay, all right. Moving forward to Friday the 10th, had you received custody of your child by the 10th?
No.
Okay. Then moving forward to the 13th, that Monday, February 13th, by that point in time, had you received custody of your child? Okay. And it's your understanding that pursuant to the order, the child was supposed to remain in your care. All right. So then tell me what happens on the 14th of February. Had you, on the 14th of February, so this is Tuesday, had you received custody of your child? Okay. So what did you do, or what happened in terms of that custody arrangement?
And contacted front court and law enforcement and advised them that at that point she wasn't even initiating anymore. I
Objection, Your Honor, foundation as to where she was.
I can, if it,
Well, he is, as I understand his statement, whether it's true or not, that's what he's indicating. So there may not be foundation for what it is, and the court will give it whatever weight I give that statement, but I'm going to overrule the objection. Go ahead.
thank you. Go ahead. So I'm sorry, you reached out to friend of the court. You gave them some information.
Yes, they submitted another order to the judge, and this was for her, this was terminating her parental rights, and she had until the 24th to ultimatum that she had to return them to front court by then. That was the latest, but it was to immediately do that.
The 24th of February.
Yes.
Thank you. And if I may approach with People's Proposed Exhibit number 2. The 14th.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, you've been handed what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit number 2. We just talked about the court order. The document in front of you, do you recognize that item?
Yes.
Likewise, did you have an opportunity to view that before testifying in court today?
I have.
Okay. And is that a fair and accurate copy of the order that was submitted and signed by Judge O'Brien on the 14th of February of this year? I'm going to move to admit People's Proposed Exhibit number 2.
No objection for exam purposes, Judge.
Exhibit 2 is admitted.
All right, so then this order gets signed without telling me what you spoke to. Had you been communicating back and forth with the trooper during this period of time? Okay.
He advised the contact.
Well, don't tell me what he told you. I just want to know if there was still that communication. Okay.
Status of it.
And had you been communicating with the defendant at all, sending either via Family Wizard or otherwise?
You know, I sent her a message stating that I was contacting the authorities. She didn't return my child.
Did she ever respond in any kind of way? All right. So then, to finish this up, when was the next time you actually received custody of your child?
I called the school Wednesday or Thursday. It was like the 16th, I think, that week, and they said he was there, that he'd been dropped off, and so I told them that I would be there early to pick him up. And I had no order. I gave them a copy of that, and so they were aware that I had custody of him.
Okay. Right, and that was February, you believe, 16th of 2003, Thursday. Okay. And again, at that point in time, to the best of your knowledge, between February 6th and February 24th February 16th, it was the defendant that was the only barrier between you and having custody of your child? Okay. There was no communication that he was missing or anything to that extent. And in fact, had you spoken to your son during that intervening period of time?
Phone call with him, just the one.
Okay. You had one phone conversation with him? You recognized his voice? Okay. All right, and I guess, how old is your child? Okay, so he doesn't, he may, I guess, but does he have a phone? Okay. So when you spoke to him,
Yes.
how did you get in contact with him?
We are required to call each other.
And so you called the defendant's cell phone and you were able to speak